Greetings, Libra. Welcome to the November 2020 readings. This is a timeless reading. However, it happens to be, we're getting ready to finish up October and go into a wonderful month full of lots of portals and gateways. We're looking forward to the 1st and also the 11th for major energies, major activation energies during a year and time where it's been a lot of unexpected things for a lot of people, but a lot of growth and a lot of transformation, transition, and release. So I'm really excited about doing this reading for you, Libra. I'm considering breaking this channel and taking my readings back to Paradigm Soul Reading. So if you don't see them on here anymore, I'm going to go back to that channel I created a few years ago and put only readings on that channel and keep this content separate for the spiritual aspect. So I'm still wavering on that, but that's just a little birdie in your ear. This reading for Libra is Sun, Moon, Rising signs, also Venus. If it doesn't resonate, please check the other placements in your chart. Also take a look at your Eastern astrological information. That may also give you some insight. Come back, take a look at one of the other videos or tune in for the videos that'll be upcoming. So again, I'll start the reading off with the Oracle guidance, which will speak to some of the themes and the overarching messages of what you need to muster up going into November 2020. The second half of the reading will be present for the Patreon members. So if you want to be able to participate in that and get access to exclusive content, challenges, up-levelers material, as well as Soul, Heart, and Spirit of a True CEO, book shares, and so much more, meet me over there at patreon.com. So that's www.patreon.com/Tanisha Ali. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm going to be using various decks, as you know, tarot and oracle cards. Just so you have an idea, Rider Waite, both the melanated and the classic deck for today. I'm going to be using the Crystal Visions Tarot to clarify, and also for major arcana I may use the Diversity Tarot, and I'm going to be using the Oracle Energies deck along with the Spellcasters Oracle, look at that, to bring you information from the Oracle. And I'm going to also pull one of our predominant energies to start the reading off from the Fairy Tarot card. Okay, so let's just dig in right now. Let's take a moment to center our energies, open up our vast inner space to receive, and to try to connect with what the information is that's coming through for Libra as we bring more balance into the month. So I just ask that you take a moment to calm your mind. Just open yourself up to receive. This is a general reading, so I will be making an effort to try and generalize in as many ways as what comes to mind, the information that comes through, so that you can extrapolate and apply it accordingly to your own situation. All right, so let's see what we can get for Libra. What's the predominant energy Libra's moving into this coming month? What does Libra need to know? What's the information? We have a Two of Summer here. We have four more other cards. I'm just going to name them. Princess of Autumn, Ace of Autumn, Four of Autumn, building finances, a lot of pinnacle stuff going on. We also have the Eight of Swords, some fears perhaps blocking. All right, but we have this Two of Summer. This is Two of Cups. So this is falling in love, maybe making a commitment, meeting someone that you have something beautiful in common with. I feel like this could be something that feels harmonious. It feels balanced. It could also be a renewal or rebuilding or reconnecting with someone from your past. So if you are coming to this reading with a concern between you and a lover, sometimes this card can speak to reconciliation as well. Okay, or the renewing of a contract or the reestablishment of communication, bonds, and so forth and so on. So that's a beautiful energy there with the Two of Cups. It's usually something new coming in. but you want to apply that to your own particular situation. It's harmony and a coupling of sorts coming into your life. It can be the harmony within. It can be divine harmony. Libra, November 2020. Libra. Inspiration. Yeah. I feel like this could be new love. This is activation. I feel, you know, sacral chakra, solar plexus. This is something that's causing you to move. All right. And underneath this deck is we have the commitment card. And this card can speak to this new committal energy, but it can also speak to the non-committal energy of something that you're beginning to release because you're no longer on the same page, or can also talk about your need to let go of any energies that could be blockages to this new commitment. So that's beautiful there. So something is definitely inspiring you. And see, underneath that, we have new beginnings. And as I talked about before, we're looking at really, you know, new beginnings. We saw what fell out with this card was the Ace of Pentacles. We also saw the, I think it was the Prince of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles. But either way, we're talking about fresh new beginnings, things that inspire you, things that make you feel good, things that reignite the faith that you have in life and in people as well. Beautiful energy here on the table. Let's see what other messages you need to hear to support where you are, Libra. Libra. Into me I see. This is the intimacy card. Yeah. So this is not only you seeing into you. Shout out to Life Path 8. But this is a relationship that's going to bring a lot of intimacy. So when we talk about intimacy, y'all, we're talking about, and underneath we have birds of a feather. So this is like congruence. This is a kindred spirit. This is somebody you feel good with. You feel emotionally safe with. That's a beautiful energy here. This is like you're getting in where you fit in. So this is a level of intimacy that feels where you feel emotional safety, you feel protected, you see eye to eye with the person. This person is emotionally mature. They have a great degree and ability to emotionally regulate themselves, which means they don't go off and act crazy. They're not afraid to be in their softer side. So this relationship is going to give you insight into yourself, but it's also going to bring a different level of intimacy and softness into your life. I feel really beautiful about this. I think this is, other than the Pisces reading that I did yesterday, I feel like this is another very beautiful positive energy. So the next thing I want to take a look at for you is and look at that. We have another I want to take a look at. I just saw the Three of Cups card, but in this context, I really feel like it's something that feels good. It's something that you can celebrate. I don't really see that as a third-party energy at all in this particular situation. I want to pull a couple of the major arcana. I feel also that there could have been a graveyard of sorts in your life in a desert land where maybe you hadn't had a lot of either great experiences or the experiences that you had in love left a lot of collateral damage. But I feel that this new relationship is bringing an entirely new energy into your life. It's a star card. It's going to feel very healing. I just felt called to pull that. Then we have the Hierophant card here that looks like, I think it, yeah, wanted to be reversed. The Hierophant card reversed here. Could be some differences in ideological viewpoints. So this could be someone recently coming out of a divorce or separation, or somehow marriage could be involved. Or we're going to get some clarity on that when we go into the second part of the reading, which, as you know, is going to be focused towards the Patreon members. And you can see us on Patreon at patreon.com/Tanisha Ali for the second half of the reading. But here we also have the Moon card. So I feel like this card, or this card, is speaking to the emotional depths of this particular situation. It could also be something hidden, though, or this could be someone coming out of a marriage or coming out of a relationship, and it could be something that you just are not privy to at this particular time. Something that will eventually come up in the conversation that you're not privy to, but somehow, strangely enough, I don't feel it's taken away from anything that's on the table. And I actually feel like this is because of the relationship is going to have a lot of emotional depth to it. And I feel like in some instances, that's what this moon card is about. But as always, you're encouraged to follow your intuition. And we have the Chariot card. So maybe this is something you really are moving forward with. Even though there could have been some obstacles in the way, perhaps some fears that you have or something else that the other person is bringing to the table. But whatever the situation is, it's like you're moving forward and there is movement. There could be a trip somewhere or travel to see someone. But there is some sort of might and there is some sort of movement and pursuit that's happening here. And this so far looks like very, very positive energy. And so that's how we're gonna read this. What else do we need to know about this new beginning for Libra? What else do we need to know about this new beginning for Libra? I think we had 2 to fall. What else do we need to know about this new beginning for Libra? You may have been playing it safe. We have the playing it safe card here. We also have your higher self. This is your intuition. This is being guided by your higher self. This is about taking the high road, but this is about listening to that highest guidance and making sure you're following what is for your highest good. It's also getting in touch with your spirituality. And then we have a milestone. So there's something kind of big happening here, some celebration or some major benchmark that has been reached that in some part is related to what we see here on the table with this relationship. I'm going to clarify the Hierophant and the Moon card as we get further into the reading, but it's possible that you've been kind of playing it safe. I want to look at the extended message for this card, or something that you just maybe haven't seen. But if you look at this picture, she's in this beautiful place, but it seems like she's out to mental vacation. Like she's not able to really appreciate or experience the beauty that is around her. It's like something is kind of missing, right? Something is kind of missing. So a woman sits at a table in a fenced-in yard in the distance. Fireworks light the sky. The woman seems comfortable lounging in her lovely garden, but ignoring outside the fence, ignoring the world. She's missing out on all the joy and excitement beyond her known environment. This reflects a present mindset or a situation. So like I said, you could have been in a graveyard of sorts and just a desert land, not having had any decent relationships, not seeing anything, and then before you know it, you have this new love situation coming in that's bringing a lot of intimacy, a lot of softness, and a lot of reassurance, harmony, and balance. Okay? So it says there's a circumstance, a relationship, or even a place that you're choosing to stay in out of familiarity, inhibition, or self-doubt. You're making the assumption that something familiar is predictable and therefore safe. And that's why we could possibly have this energy here that is yet to come up to the surface, which could be the end of a marriage or the breaking of a contract or some type of tradition or convention or something that you've been committed to or the other person has been committed to that somehow is affecting this relationship. It says you may be limiting yourself and also limiting the joy that you could be experiencing. So if this other situation, if there's someone else involved here and that situation needs to come up to be resolved, this is a great card letting you know that it's the perfect time to actually do that. Only when your choice to stay is based on a sense of genuine joy and a feeling of self-honor does this decision resonate with your heart. It's time to look at all your options and know that you're resourceful enough to break through the fence of your own making. This abundantly beautiful world is yours for the taking. Join the celebration. So there's something beneath the surface that you are still dealing with that's not quite finished or hasn't fully come up. But there's also something that your higher self is guiding you to do to help you break out of whatever this stagnant environment is or this dead environment in order to come into the renewal, the self-renewal and the renewal of something else. And as I look at that milestone card, I can't help but feel for some of you that this may have to do with a potential marriage proposal or an engagement or some other something that's worth noting. So that's going to be the first part of our Libra reading, and we're going to finish the next part over on Patreon. If you want to join us, Tunisia.com or Tunisia Ali, you're going to type in patreon.com/Tunisia Ali, and that'll take you there. You can also click on the information that's going to be in the description. Much love to you. If you haven't liked, subscribed, or shared, make sure you do that. Bye-bye. Right, here we are, right back at it again for our Patreon members. Welcome back, fam. Beautiful butterflies and transformation. Let's continue on with this Patreon reading here for Aquarius. We're looking at this opening of this new burst of energy and love and passion and fire, just feeling alive again. Some type of ignition that's going on because of a relationship that's coming in that you were not even expecting almost. You've been in a place of literally playing it safe, but it looks like this relationship is bringing in something, but we may have a feeling of some energy that maybe is not fully resolved. Spirit, can you clarify the moon, please? What is this moon energy? That looked like that wanted to come out. We have the reverse magician and the reverse hierophant. I find this moon energy. Something that's not moving, something that's stagnant, something where there's been very little progress. Maybe it's something you're taking a break from. Clarify the hierophant, please. The reversed hierophant. What is this hierophant energy? Hierophant energy. Yeah, something that hasn't quite closed out. So it's likely a marriage situation or some type of commitment that hadn't quite closed out, that maybe the person is taking a break from, or there's been very little information that's come to you about, or you, on the other hand, maybe trying to close out something. There's been a pause. Maybe you've been separated from someone for a minute, but that cycle is not fully closed. Any other information about the Hierophant energy? What else about that Hierophant energy? Spirit, what else about the Hierophant energy? Gosh, we have the Four of, and we have the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups. This is a family type situation. Somebody trying to hold on to something with that Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is, I feel like this is likely on some level related to a situation that you've been holding on to, that you feel stuck with. Maybe, as usual, finances have something to do with it. I feel like it could be a male that is involved, unbeknownst to himself, but that this is a situation that still needs to resolve itself, like some sort of a marriage. This just happened to turn up. You got the Queen of Pentacles here. So yeah, for you Aquarius, so you got two things happening here. Now what we want to just do is, I just want to pull some guidance. All right, let's just look at where this situation is headed, what's around it, anything we need to be paying attention to. Okay, there's a closure or the heartbreak of something that no longer is working, or you've decided what it is that you need in a relationship. A family situation has come apart at the seams, or a heavier commitment, something you've been committed to is not working anymore. Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm feeling with this situation, but it hasn't fully closed out. Somehow it's hit a snag, or it is stagnated, and it could be because you kind of are slow moving, or you let someone else control your destiny or where something is headed, when in fact it's important for your own healing and your ability to move on for you to take the reins. So you don't want to be, you want to be more take charge. You want to take some action to get the situation moving. All right. So looks like we have someone coming towards you that sees you. We have you cutting off a situation that hasn't been working for you. You've been putting your effort into your work, but it looks like you also might have been putting something into this current situation, or maybe you've been using your work as an escape, so to speak. But you've been building, you're beginning to see your worth, and you're beginning to move towards something else, that, or someone is moving towards you and challenging you to take some steps in the right direction, or in the direction of trying to open up an avenue for the expression of this energy here. With this Queen of Swords, though, you may have been in a place where you were blocked off emotionally, and this is what is opening you up. Could have been blocked off emotionally here, which is what I feel, and maybe that's because of this stagnant situation here with this previous relationship. But now there's more intimacy on the table here. We have the Lover's card up here at the top, so this is a powerful soul connection energy that you're very much aware of. Also, this is the need to make a choice, though. That's a very powerful choice that needs to be made. I want to take a look at, this is definitely about a home situation. Okay, there's been some arguing and carrying on. We have that Moon card again, because this may be something that's going on underneath the surface that needs to come to the light. So this is something that you need to be take action on. Let's take a look at let's clarify the Lover's card. Clarify the Lover's card, Spirit. I do feel like there could be potentially some third party energy involved in this situation, or maybe somebody you met at work, something like that. The Lovers. Please clarify the Lover's card. Spirit, please clarify the Lover's card. Maybe you're the actual homeowner, not homeowner, but the breadwinner in the situation. Yeah, this is the relationship that you need to make the decision about closing out. All right, something from the past, or whatever the decision is to complete a cycle. That's where you are right now, and that's where your energy definitely needs to be. Clarify the Emperor card. Please clarify the Emperor card. Here we have, we have the Six. It was kind of wanted to be like this. We have the Six of Pentacles card. So yeah, this was a situation where you didn't feel you're equally yoked, or that you were getting what you needed from this situation. Maybe you felt like you were being neglected. Maybe this person was too controlling. They didn't give you the wherewithal to be able to express how you feel about things. Maybe you felt stepped over. You didn't feel heard. There was always disagreement, and maybe you just didn't feel like you got a fair shake in a situation. With this Emperor card, sometimes this can be kind of a controlling situation. This can speak to a husband figure, but I feel like it speaks to, in this situation, a home setting that was a little bit too restrictive for you. And that's what I'm feeling is related to this Lover's card up here. So it looks like most of what we have on the table here is related to a past situation, which is telling me that this past situation has to find resolution. Tell me more about the Moon card, please. The Magician, it's up to you. Okay, you want to be honest and forthright. You don't want to play games, too many cards. But it looks like it's up to you. The timing piece and all of that has more to do with you than maybe you realize. So it's time to get out of that playing it safe kind of denial energy. Take charge of your home life. Take charge of your life. Okay? Let me clarify that King of Pentacles that comes up. Because this is you. We have the King of Pentacles. We also have the Eight of Pentacles down here. So this is you manifesting what you want for your life and taking charge of your life, your worldly life, your family, your career, your work, all of those things that relate to your earth energy. This may be you coming out of that Queen of Pentacles energy I was talking about earlier and stepping more into a take charge kind of energy, being more assertive to get what it is that you want. And this could be, you can switch the genders here as well. More on that King of Pentacles energy. Yeah, it's about strength and making a decision, like I said. Coming more out of that Queen of Pentacles energy and coming into that King energy and taking charge and command of your life. So you're embodying this King energy, and you're using your strength, and you're going into the lion's den with all of your courage to do what it is you need to do. You're taking a stand, and you're making a choice to resolve something. Instead of continuing to go back and forth and juggling, you're resolving something. So this part is up to you. So the advice moving forward is really sort of a take charge advice. Something has died. It's no longer working. You've become stagnant. The energy is stale. It does nothing for you, literally. You're sitting amongst everything that you may have that you ever wanted in terms of beauty and luxury and financial financial prosperity, but you're not really reaping anything from that. So it's definitely a need to close out a cycle, all right, with this World card here, and to do something about this stagnation and this energy of just kind of being suspended, all right? And you have this beautiful relationship on the table, but nothing can happen with that until this situation is resolved. So that's my reading for you, beautiful, 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 lovely Libra. We'll see you around next month.